You have $300 sitting in your account. You have been thinking about investing for 6 months. You keep opening the app and closing it again. Something inside you keeps saying, wait for the right time. But there is no right time. There's only the moment you decide to stop waiting. Today we are going to walk through what actually happens to your life after you invest your first $1,000. Not the fake version you see online. Not the version with private jets in 3 months. The real version. The slow version. The version that quietly changes who you become. Stay until the end because level 7 is the one nobody talks about. And it is the one that matters the most. So get comfortable, turn off the noise around you, and let's walk through this together one level at a time. This is not a get-rich-quick story. There are no secret stocks hiding in this video. What you are about to hear is far more valuable than any hot tip could ever be. It is a map of the exact stages your mind and your habits move through once you finally cross that first line from thinking about money to actually acting on it. Some of these levels will feel familiar the moment I say them out loud. Some of them you have not lived yet, but you will recognize them the second they arrive in your own life. Keep this map close, because most people never see it laid out this clearly until years after they needed it most. Level 1. The first thing that changes is not your bank account, it is your brain. The moment you move that first $1,000 into an investment account, something shifts inside you. You start reading headlines you used to skip completely. You start noticing prices at the grocery store you never paid attention to before. You start asking why things cost what they cost. This is not an accident. Your brain has just been told that money is not only paper anymore, it is a tool, and tools get studied. You will feel a strange mix of pride and fear in the same hour. Pride because you finally did something you only talked about for months. Fear because now the money is not sitting safely in a savings account. It is moving, it is exposed, it can grow, it can also shrink. That single fact keeps replaying in your mind for the first few nights. You lie awake wondering if you made a mistake. You did not. Most people quit right here, in the first 3 days. They see the number drop by $12 and they panic completely. They pull everything out and swear investing is a scam built for other people. But you are not most people. You already know the first small drop is not the end of the story. It is only the entry fee for learning something new. Think about the first time you learned to ride a bike. You fell before you balanced. This is the same fall. Except this time, the bruise is invisible and the lesson is far more valuable. By the end of week 1, you will notice a small but real change. You stop asking, should I invest? You start asking, what should I invest in next? That question alone puts you ahead of almost everyone who is still stuck at step 0. Think about how many people you know who have said the exact same sentence for years. I am going to start investing next month. Next month never comes for them because they are waiting for a feeling of certainty that will never actually arrive. You did not wait for certainty. You acted through the fear anyway. That single decision already separates you from 90% of people your age. Nobody claps for you in this moment. There's no trophy for moving $1,000 into an account. Nobody posts a video celebrating it. It happens quietly on a random Tuesday night while everyone else is scrolling through something meaningless. But quiet moments like this one are exactly where real transformation begins. Not on a stage, not with an audience, just you in a decision nobody else even noticed you made. Level 2. By week 2, something strange starts happening inside your daily routine. You check the app every single morning before you even check your messages. This is completely normal. Almost everyone does this at the start of their journey. It feels less like checking money and more like checking on a plant you just planted in the ground. You want to see if it grew overnight while you were sleeping. Some mornings it did, some mornings it did not. You start to notice your entire mood shifting slightly with that one number. A green number and your day starts a little lighter. A red number and your coffee suddenly tastes a little more bitter. This is the first real test of the whole journey. Because if you let a daily number control your daily mood, you will burn out faster than you think. The people who succeed long-term learn something important right here that changes everything for them. They learn to separate their emotions from the chart on the screen. This does not happen overnight. It takes weeks of watching the number bounce up and then down and then up again before your brain finally accepts that short-term movement means almost nothing in the bigger picture. Once that switch flips inside you, something beautiful happens. You check the app less, not because you stopped caring about your money, but because you finally understand what actually matters here and what does not. You start to see the daily wiggle for what it really is. Just noise, just weather passing through a sky that is still blue above the clouds. There's a version of you right now who checks the app 40 times a day. There's a future version of you who checks it once a week without even feeling the urge to look sooner. The distance between those two versions is not talent. It is not luck either. It is simply repetition. Every single time you resist the urge to open that app out of anxiety, you're quietly teaching your own brain a new lesson. The lesson is this: my peace does not depend on a number I cannot control every minute of the day. This lesson takes weeks to sink in fully. Some days you will fail and check the app 15 times before lunch. That is fine. Progress in this level is never a straight line upward. It moves like the market itself. Up a little, down a little, sideways for a while, then suddenly forward again when you least expect it. Level 3. Around week 4, your thinking about money starts to rewire itself almost completely. You used to see your paycheck as a number that simply gets spent by the end of the month. Now you see it differently. You see a portion of it as seeds, money that goes to work quietly while you sleep at night. This shift sounds small on paper, but it is massive in real life. You start asking a brand new question before every single purchase. Not can I afford this, but is this worth more to me right now than what this money could become 10 years from today? That one question quietly kills a huge number of impulse purchases before they even happen. You do not become cheap, you become intentional. There's a real difference between the two. Cheap people avoid spending out of fear and scarcity. Intentional people avoid spending because they have a bigger goal quietly pulling at them from somewhere ahead. Your first $1,000 becomes less about the number itself and more about the identity slowly forming around it. You start to think of yourself as someone who invests, not someone who is trying to invest someday. That tiny shift in language matters more than most people realize. Words shape identity, and identity shapes every decision you make after this point. You start noticing other small habits shifting too. You cook at home a little more. You cancel a subscription you forgot you even had. None of these feel dramatic in the moment, but together they are quietly rebuilding the foundation your whole financial life stands on. You might not even notice this happening in real time. It usually takes a friend or a family member to point it out first. Someone will say, "You seem different lately," in a good way. You will not fully understand what they mean until you sit down and think about it later that night. The truth is, you have started making decisions from a different place inside yourself. Not from panic, not from impulse. From something calmer and more grounded than before. Money was simply the door you walked through to reach this new place. It could have been fitness. It could have been a new skill. But for you, it happened to be that first $1,000 sitting quietly in an account, growing while you slept. There is another quiet shift happening here that deserves its own moment. You start to notice the difference between things you want and things you were only told to want. A new phone every single year suddenly feels less urgent than it used to. A vacation you cannot really afford, yet loses some of its pull once you picture what that same money could grow into over the next decade. This is not about denying yourself joy. You still spend on things that matter to you. But now every dollar has to earn its place before it leaves your hands. That filter did not exist a few months ago. It exists now because your first $1,000 taught it to you without you ever sitting down to study it on purpose. Level 4. By month 2, the habit starts building itself without much effort from you. You're no longer forcing yourself to move money into your account every week. It becomes automatic the same way brushing your teeth became automatic years ago. This is the level where real compounding truly begins. Not just compounding of money, but compounding of discipline itself. Every single time you choose to invest instead of spend, you are training a muscle deep inside you. And like any muscle, it gets stronger the more often you use it. People around you start to notice something different about you too. You talk less about what you bought last weekend and more about what you are quietly building for the future. Some friends find this boring and change the subject fast. Some friends find this inspiring and start asking questions. You will notice the room slowly divide into two groups without you ever meaning to divide it. The ones who ask you how you started this whole thing, and the ones who quietly stop bringing up money around you at all. Both reactions are completely normal. Neither one should slow you down even a little. This is also the level where you start reading more, not because someone told you to, but because curiosity has quietly replaced fear as your main motivation. You want to understand what you are actually doing and why it works the way it works. You start watching videos that explain things you used to scroll right past without a second thought. Terms that once sounded confusing and distant now start making basic sense to you. This is not because you suddenly became smarter overnight. It is because relevance creates understanding faster than any classroom ever could. When something actually touches your own money, you pay attention in a completely different way. Your friends notice this shift too. Someone asks a question about their own savings, and everyone in the room suddenly turns to look at you. You did not ask for this role, but somehow you have become the person people go to for basic money questions. It feels strange at first, then slowly it feels natural. You are not an expert. You are simply 6 months ahead of the people around you who have not started yet. This level also introduces a quiet kind of confidence that has nothing to do with bragging. You stop needing to announce every financial decision you make to the people around you. You simply make the decision and move forward with it. There's a strange freedom in this. Early on, you might have wanted validation for every choice. Should I invest in this or that? Is this the right amount to save each month? By month 2, you already know most of these answers belong to you and nobody else. Your situation is not identical to your coworker situation or your cousin's situation. The plan that works is the plan you can actually stick to for years without resenting it. That realization alone saves you from chasing dozens of strategies that were never built for your life in the first place. Level 5. Somewhere around month 3, the first real test finally arrives. The market drops. Not a small dip you can ignore, a real one. The kind that makes the evening news. Your $1,000 might now look like $850 on the screen in front of you. This is the exact moment that separates people who stay from people who quit forever. Your stomach will drop the first time you see red across your entire portfolio. This is completely normal. Even people who have invested for 20 straight years still feel the same drop in their stomach. What matters most is what you do next. Most beginners sell everything in a panic and lock in the loss permanently. The people who eventually build real wealth do something completely different in this exact moment. They do nothing. They remember why they started this whole journey in the first place. They remember that this money was never meant to be touched for years. This level teaches you something no book can ever fully prepare you for. It teaches you what your own nervous system actually does under real pressure. And once you survive your first real drop without selling anything, you unlock a kind of quiet confidence that cannot be taught in any classroom. It can only be earned through experience. You will look back at this exact week, months later, and realize it was the moment everything truly changed for you. During this drop, you might catch yourself opening the app just to stare at the red numbers for a while. This is a strange kind of test your own mind is running on itself. Part of you wants a reason to sell and feel relief right now. Part of you remembers the promise you made when you started this whole journey. The version of you that wins this internal argument is the version that closes the app and goes outside for a walk instead. Fresh air has ended more panic decisions than any financial advice ever has. You come back an hour later and the number is still red, but something inside your chest feels a little lighter than before. You survived the test, and tests like this one only get easier the second time they show up. Level 6. By month 5, something quiet but powerful happens deep inside your mind. You stop comparing your journey to everyone else online. In the beginning, you probably followed accounts showing huge returns and fast success stories from strangers. Somewhere along this level, you realize most of that is noise. Some of it is not even real to begin with. You start caring less about beating some stranger's numbers on a screen and more about beating your own numbers from last month. This shift feels almost boring from the outside looking in, but it is one of the most important mental shifts in this entire process. Boring is what quietly builds wealth over time. Excitement is usually what destroys it fast. Around this time, your $1,000 is no longer just $1,000 sitting alone. You have likely added more on top of it without even planning to. Small amounts here and there, $20 one week, $50 the next week after that. It does not feel like much in the moment it happens, but you are quietly building a second version of your income. One that does not require your time or your energy. One that keeps working long after you have gone to sleep for the night. You start to notice a strange kind of silence, replacing the noise that used to fill your head about money. You no longer feel the need to check what everyone else is doing with their own savings. Their path is their path. Yours is quietly unfolding at its own pace in the background of your life. This silence is not boredom, it is peace. And peace is something almost nobody warns you about when they talk about investing for the first time. Everyone talks about returns and percentages and charts. Almost nobody talks about the quiet calm that slowly replaces years of low-grade money anxiety you did not even realize you were carrying around every single day. You start sleeping a little better at night. Not because your bank balance suddenly became huge. It has not. It is still a modest number by most standards, but you sleep better because you finally trust the direction you're moving in. Direction matters more than speed at this stage of the journey. A person moving slowly toward a clear goal will always end up further ahead than a person moving fast toward nothing in particular. You have picked your direction. Everything else from here is simply a matter of time and patience, doing what they always do when you stay consistent long enough for them to work. Level 7. This is the level almost nobody talks about enough. Somewhere around month 6 or 7, you realize the money was never really the point of any of this. The real change happened quietly inside you the whole time. You became someone who can delay a reward for a much bigger future one. You became someone who can sit through discomfort without running away from it. You became someone who trusts a slow process, even when that process stays silent for weeks at a time. These are not financial skills at all. These are life skills that money simply revealed inside you. And once you build these skills around money, you start applying them everywhere else in your life without even trying. Your work ethic shifts in ways people around you start to notice. Your patience with difficult situations shifts too. Even your relationships shift because you are no longer chasing quick highs in every single part of your life anymore. The first $1,000 was never really about the $1,000 at all. It was the smallest possible entry point into becoming a completely different version of yourself. A version that does not panic under pressure. A version that plays long games in a world addicted to short ones. A version other people will eventually look at and ask the exact same question you once asked someone else. How did you start? Think back to who you were before that first $1,000 left your checking account. That person was scared of a number. This version of you is not scared of numbers anymore. This version of you understands that fear and growth almost always arrive together, holding hands. You cannot have one without at least brushing against the other. Somewhere in these 7 levels, you stopped being a person who reacts to life and slowly became a person who responds to it instead. Reaction is fast and emotional and usually regretted later. Response is slow and considered and almost always respected later. That single shift alone is worth more than any dollar amount sitting in an account right now. The account will keep growing on its own timeline. Markets rise, markets fall, years pass. But the person you became while walking through these 7 levels does not disappear when the market has a bad week. That person stays with you into every future decision you will ever make. A career change, a difficult conversation, a goal that takes years instead of weeks. The patience you built here quietly shows up everywhere else in your life without you even asking it to. If any part of this video hit something in you, make sure you are subscribed because this channel is built for exactly this kind of transformation. This is POV Zen. A place where we do not just talk about change from a distance. We walk through it step by step together until it actually sticks in your life. New videos drop regularly, breaking down the real levels behind money mindset and personal growth. No shortcuts, no fake promises, just the real path most people are too impatient to walk down. If you made it this far into the video, you already have more patience than most people watching this exact screen right now. Stay close, because this is only the beginning of what you are truly capable of building. Every single week, we break down another level of growth that most people never take the time to slow down and understand. Sometimes it is about money, sometimes it is about discipline, sometimes it is about the quiet mental battles nobody else can see from the outside. POV Zen was built for people exactly like you, people who are done waiting for the perfect moment, people who are ready to start small and let time do the heavy lifting from here. Drop a comment below and tell us which level hit you the hardest today. Was it the fear in level 1, the daily obsession in level 2, or the silence that finally arrived by level 7? We read every single comment because this channel grows through people like you sharing their own honest starting point. Hit subscribe right now before you forget. Turn on notifications so you never miss the next level we break down together. And remember, the version of you a year from today is being built entirely out of the small decisions you make today. Make a good one. We will see you in the next video.